Hello. So I've been thinking about some of the labels that people with BPD, including myself, get given. And one of the main things that tends to um, it fuels the prejudice against people with BPD is we're accused of being manipulative, which instantly has a lot of negative associations. Um, so I thought I'd talk a bit about what that means. Um, Generally, we see manipulation as something that's very consciously done, that's a chosen behaviour in order to get something that we want, um, in very kind of sneaky, nefarious terms. But actually, within the context of a mental illness, the likelihood is that it's a trauma response. Let me explain. So, when you're a child, if your parents don't attend to your needs, emotional, practical needs, pretty much everything, because you rely on them for everything when you're a small child, then you, as a child, not consciously, but you work out ways that you can get your needs met. And a child doesn't know what manipulation is. It knows a behaviour gets this response. So they learn that, okay, if I behave a certain way, then I can get my needs met. And that becomes normal for them. And as you can sort of tell, because it's a child, it's not exactly going to be the kind of very intentional, conscious decisions that manipulation implies, but it is a form of manipulation. Now, as I've said probably in some other videos, trauma can be a variety of different things, and it is a trauma when you're consistently not getting your needs met. If you're not experiencing love, if you're being deprived of food, affection, safety, then that is a trauma when it consistently keeps happening. So if a child learns that the only way they can get what they need is to manipulate, it becomes normal. And if it's not kind of ever challenged or corrected, by ensuring, that the child feels safe and can get their needs met through normal means, then they will carry it into adulthood. But they won't necessarily be aware that what they're doing is manipulative, or what they're doing isn't normal. Not unless you go through therapy or something like that happens to make you realise. So calling people with BPD manipulative is true in terms of a trauma response, but it's a very unfair label to give people with BPD as the kind of one of the dominant traits, if you like. It gives the wrong impression, because what we struggle with the most is dealing with the intensity of our emotions, dealing with the feeling of everything being unstable and unsafe, and not knowing whether people are going to harm us, or if people are going to take away certain things from us. It is really scary. And to live in that state of perpetual fear and confusion, it's really hard. So next time you hear someone call someone with BPD manipulative, think about the child that they were and the circumstances that might have led to their behaviour. It is possible that some people with BPD will know that they're being manipulative, but they don't know any other way. But I think a lot of the time they don't know what it is they're doing. They don't know that it's manipulation. And to give it that label is, yeah, it's unfair. It doesn't tell the whole story. It doesn't show you the big picture. And I think it should be avoided.